Henry and Mudge under the yellow moon. Henry loved Halloween. He loved to make jack-o'-lanterns. He loved to make paper bats. And most of all, he loved to dress up. But there was one thing about Halloween Henry did not like. Ghost stories. And Henry's mother loved to tell ghost stories. Every Halloween, she put on her witch's hat, lit candles, and told ghost stories. She thought Henry liked them because he told her he liked them, but really, he hated them. They scared him. He was afraid to tell her that. But this year, Henry had Mudge. Mudge would be with him. Henry would not be afraid of the ghost stories. So, on Halloween night, Henry's mother put on her hair and lit the candles. She invited Henry and Mudge and some of Henry's friends to listen to ghost stories. It was dark outside. A big yellow moon was in the sky. It was dark inside, except for the candles, and one jack-o'-lantern. Henry got close to Mudge on the floor. Henry's mother began. First, she's told a story about a man who lost his head. Henry shook. His friends shook. Then she told a story about a cat in a graveyard. The candles made shapes on the walls. Henry shook harder. Then Henry's mother began telling a story about a pair of shoes that went looking for someone's feet. The shoes, she said, came out only at night, and they walked up and down the streets looking. You can hear them, she said softly. They went click, 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 click. Henry's mother tapped her own shoes on the floor. Click, 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 she whispered. But when she stopped tapping, Henry still heard something. Something in the room. Something in the room under the yellow moon. Henry held his breath. Something went click, 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 but faster. Henry's whole body shook. It was like someone walking faster and faster. Click, 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 click. What was it? Henry's mother bent down. Mudge, she said. Henry knew his mother was scared too. If she needed Mudge. Mudge, she said again. The clicking got louder. The shoes are coming, thought Henry. He put his head into Mudge's neck. Now the clicking was louder than ever. Mudge, Henry's mother said, stop chattering. Chattering? Henry put his ear near Mudge's mouth, and Mudge's teeth went click, 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 click. It wasn't a pair of shoes, it was Mudge, and he was more scared of the yellow moon and the dark room and the witch stories than anybody else. Poor Mudge, thought Henry. Henry stopped shaking and put his arms around Mudge's big head and held Mudge tight. Then they listened to the next story about a chair that rocked all by itself, but Mudge clicked all the way to the end. The end.